would have dropped. A lot of that money would have dropped right now due to a lot of factors. Number one on that list would most likely be inflation. The inflation that is eating the country has grown to close, I think, about 30% and above. And so it has really, really affected the spending capacity of the citizens. Aside from that, a lot of things, inflation, of course, is still a major leading factor. It has affected the cost of food, cost of everything. And so people have had to prioritize or had to find a way to make do with what they buy. They have to prioritize what they are buying, how they are spending their money, or else, middle class is now poor class. There's no middle class again in Nigeria. And so no matter how much you're pushing ads, you're doing this strategy, doing that, a lot of it might not be working. Or even if it was working before, the level at which it was giving you results has dropped. So now what we're doing here is, what else can we do? How can we beat the system? How can we beat the issues at hand? How can we solve some of these issues? What can we do to actually still make sales with all of these truths staring at our faces? And that is why we have put together this class, to be able to identify most of the issues that business owners, upcoming business owners, entrepreneurs are going through. Now, some of you, we did a survey. We did a 5-question survey. I don't know if most of you on this call took that survey. So I'm going to also go through the results of that survey, and we will see how most of us answered. So one of the baffling questions for me, or the answer we got in that survey, was when we asked people how or what steps are you actively taking to improve your sales? What have you done? What are you doing? With how are you doing it? And we asked questions. Options were YouTube videos, attending webinars, reading books, or mentor-mentee sessions. And of course, there was trial and error. And it will surprise you that the highest number of votes on that question was trial and error. A lot of people are making sales decisions based on pure trial and error, or maybe a few techniques or a few tips they have seen on Instagram, on TikTok, and that has become their sales strategy. In 2025, that cannot work. It is not going to pay you. And today we're going to be looking at some of the things that you don't even know is a problem. There are some key issues that business owners have not even identified that is a problem. I see a lot of people on that survey saying that they feel like one of the major issues they have is digital marketing, which is, if you narrow it down, will most likely be running ads on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, or whatever. That is not enough. A few years ago, running ads was okay. It was the in thing. But now, more than a dozen or almost every business is running ads, which means that the ad conversion rates have dropped because more people are fighting for attention. And maybe the amount you will need to run an ad that would actually convert has increased. And how many business owners have that kind of money? It's not even possible. So tonight we'll be looking at some of those key things that you don't even know you're doing wrong. We're going to be able to show them to you and give you some key workable, strategies that you can begin to implement. Okay? So I want you to pay attention, be open-minded to learning new things. Please don't be distracted. Don't feel like, oh, I've heard this before, or I've done this and it didn't work. It most likely would be a different approach to what you think you've done, or a different angle or a different strategy to what you think you have done before. So it is important that we please pay attention. Part of the survey questions that we also, asked were your line of business, what you're doing. And I'll just quickly like to know from the comment section, because I did not include it in that survey, and I think it was an oversight. How many of us here are into real estate? Just quickly, if you are into real estate, you could just let us know in the comments, because I would like to know Is there anybody in the comment anybody here who is into real estate? You're into selling of land, houses, rentals, anything of such? Okay. Okay, so I've seen a few people. I'm into real estate. Okay. All right. Very, very good. Because I think that we had like a high number of people who said they were into orders. I mean, we had, there was tech, there was sales, there was service based, there was buying and selling of goods, but a high number of people said orders, which means that their line of business was not listed in that survey. So I'm thinking that real estate probably will be one of those people who said, others. You can let us know so in the comments what line of business do you do that was not listed in that survey. And we have on the survey we had buying and selling, we had service-based businesses. So service-based could be you're a makeup artist, you're a fashion designer. Those are yeah, that's service-based. Or you own a salon, you own a car wash. Those are service-based businesses. And those who sell directly, you sell like physical items. We have, so if you're not into either of those, or you're not into tech, you're not selling, so tech and SaaS, if you're not selling any of those, please just let me know what you're into, what line of business are you into, so that we can capture you, because it is very, very, very important. Okay. Now, on our call today, we have two very important people who are going to be taking us on this call. Okay, I have a bookkeeping finance. Okay, I don't know where I will place that, but that's so this is more like data entry, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, thank you. Okay, mutual wise. So we have a lot of financial businesses that we didn't capture. That's investment. You sell investment plans. That's amazing. So of course, and a lot of these businesses that we have, they are not the usual, the typical, rather, let me not say usual, they're not the typical businesses that you see on the streets, or you see, in the market, or you see on the billboards. These are very high-end businesses, and it's important that you're able to find the right kind of customers that you can attend to. Okay, so I was going to introduce our speakers. Today on this call, we're going to be having two amazing people who are going to be teaching us from their wealth of experience. We climbed 7 mountains and crossed 7 seas to get these speakers here with us this evening. We're going to be playing, as the time goes on, when they're about to come on, you will see a short video that has to do with, introducing their personality and all that. But I'll just give like a brief information about them. So we have Mr. Bruno, who is going to be here with us tonight. He is such, in fact, they call him the Einstein of marketing. If you follow them on social media, we're going to be sharing, of course, during the course of the call, we will share the social media handles. You get to interact with these people, one-on-one, and actually see the stuff that they are made up of. Mr. Bruno is an amazing salesperson. I've known him for a couple of years now, right from the days of Expertnia. When Expertnia first started, you would remember. And it's good to see people who have put in the work and have results to show for it. It's not just people who are making noise. There's a difference. Social media has noisemakers. So we didn't just bring people that are just talking. We brought people that actually have results to show for it. Mr. Bruno has been that one person who is able to close deals. If you're a business owner whose business is high end. Like, it's not the average pepper and tomato kind of business. You know that the kind of clients you deal with are not clients that you just see on the streets. They're not clients that you just you just wave to and say, come and buy my business or come and do something with me. You have to pitch a high-end business in a high-end way. And he's been able to master that act and get people to close multi-million-dollar businesses. So tonight is important that when he speaks, listen, because in getting to know or getting to the wealth of experience that he has, he's made his mistakes, he's had his own tough time, and he's been able to overcome those things. So he's going to be sharing in depth from, his wealth of experience. And then we also have Mr. Joshua Umba. If you follow him on social media, you will know that I call him the lead generation guru. He's become an expert in that. And recently he has built, a whole business model around that. Over the years, when I first got into tech, I realized that it's one thing to have a product. It's another thing to be able to sell that product. Then another thing to keep that product in the market. So you hear people say they've launched X, Y, and Z, is doing well, it has 200 users, it has, give them a couple of months, a couple of 1-2 years. Next you hear, oh, so tech, so startup is shutting down. What happened? So it takes a lot. It's one thing to launch a product, another thing to actually introduce it to the market and sell it. Then the third thing to keep it in the market. And with Mr. Joshua Umba, it's one thing that you'll be able to understand that he's been able to put together how to get people's attention, keep them, and get them to actually want to buy from you, because you have competitors, but that they choose you. There must be something you are doing differently. And these are going to be our hosts for tonight, teaching us on this wealth that, I've put together. So please, as you're listening, put down your questions, write them down, because we're going to have questions at the end of every session, and we will try to make sure that we attend to the questions as much as possible. Please, these people that we brought, don't want to be asking them silly questions. It's a one-time opportunity, because for you to have one-on-one with Mr. Bruno, Joshua Umba, you know what it will take. Okay, so you have a lifetime opportunity here to actually get to hear from them. Please put your questions properly and be ready to receive from their wealth of knowledge. So quickly, without wasting much time, I don't know, Chukos, if you're ready for us, we can have the intro of Mr. Bruno, because he's going to be coming up first. Thank you.
Bruno Uwogu is a high-ticket sales expert with a track record of over $2.3 million in sales and a community of over 150K across social media. Known for his insight in sales psychology and marketing, he developed the 25-minute effortless closing protocol, a unique strategy that simplifies high-value deals by focusing on clear yes or no answers, reshaping traditional sales methods. With experience across e-commerce, real estate, and digital coaching, Bruno has helped professionals refine their closing techniques using strategic offer creation and integrity-driven communication. His approach shifts the focus from pressure-based selling to effortless conversations. Based in Lagos, Nigeria, Bruno empowers African entrepreneurs to succeed in global markets. He shares proven strategies that boost revenue, saves time, and establish authority, helping businesses close deals with confidence. Ladies and gentlemen, help me make welcome Bruno Uwogu.
Please unmute him. I think he's muted. We cannot
All right.
hear him.
I saw that I was muted. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, 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 everybody. How's everyone doing? How is everybody doing? I can see we have 34 members, 35 more. I'm not seeing a lot of comments. How's everybody doing, guys? Abi, is it what do you call it now? The the economic situation of things that is making everybody calm. Let's get some energy in the house. All right. So I was super excited when Chris reached out to me and said he wanted us to do a masterclass where we help business owners increase their sales in 30 days. All right. So that is my bread and butter selling. All right. In fact, I literally posted something on my WhatsApp status and I said, when they asked me, Bruno, why do you do this? I say that I am really, let me see if I can quickly share my screen. So you ask me why. When you ask me why I like sales and marketing so much, I say I'm really in pursuit of greatness. I know people don't usually talk like that, but I want to be one of the greats. All right, that's me, Bruno Nwogo. So I'll just give you a big background about me. They've already done the best. I started my journey in 2020. I went from where I hated sales and marketing. Like, guys, I'm saying I hated sales and marketing. All right. Oh, yeah, definitely. I can see Robert. I can see Stephanie. I can see Desiree, Macaulay. I can see Ezekiel. I can see Chaiko. I can see Hisoka. I can see Lawal, Deborah. I can see Nosakari. I can see J-Man, Marvelous. All of you, absolutely pleasure to have you guys here. Rachel, absolute pleasure to have you on this call. So, all right, back to what I was saying. So I started off my journey in 2020, and I went from where I hated sales and marketing to the point where I'm being called like the Einstein of marketing. And by the way, it's not me that called myself the Einstein of marketing. It is what people have called me. My students have called me Einstein of marketing. And how did that journey happen? How did I go from hating something so much to being good at it to what I'm even called Einstein of marketing? Well, I mean, it all started 2020, all right? And I lost my phone. I don't want to bore you with the story because some of you know the story already, but I lost my phone in a Moluwe downfall. And I remember that was the third time in in 2 years when my phone was stolen. And this was COVID, all right? And I was out of a job, and this time I was now out of a phone. So I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to go about it. And so when that event happened, coincidentally, my friend told me about this opportunity about making money online, and I started it not because I wanted to do it, but because I had no choice. All right. So I didn't do this. I did start out this because I loved it. I started this out because I had no choice. All right. But what turned out to be a very terrible event that led to this became the best decision of my life. All right. I've spoken on TEDx stages. I have counseled with multimillionaires. I have sold to, I think people have not sold to our billionaires at this point. I've sold to millionaires, multimillionaires. I've sold low ticket products to high ticket services. Now I specialize in helping business owners who have high ticket items sell their services and their products. All right. So what I'll be sharing with you today will exclusively in the little time that I have, because I have another sales call in less than an hour from now, so I'll have to jump off. But within that little time, I hope that I'll be able to share with you certain things that will change your business forever. That being said, I do not like using slides. I am very lazy when it comes to creating slides and sharing with slides. So if you're someone who likes to learn with slides, I'm very sorry. I'll try to make this as engaging and as communicative as possible. But that being said, guys, we're about to have a great time. Okay, so let's talk about how you can increase your sales in the next 30 days. In fact, by the time we're done with this short session, many of you will start selling 3 times more than what you're currently selling. And many of you start doing that without stress, without having to endlessly chase customers, all of that. All right. Now, I'm going to ask you guys a question. We said we want to increase your sales in the next 30 days. Increasing sales is a product, or rather is a result of certain process, all right? What are the processes you need to have to ensure that you increase sales within 30 days? Can anybody give me an idea of the things, the processes that lead to the outputs called increase of sales? And anybody get more leads? That's one. Isoka says get more leads. What else? Proper advertising. Proper advertising, run ads, yes. Strategic content, yes. Create content, yes. All of content, all of this sort, sell to the leads, good. All right. Good. Follow up, great. Improve lead qualification metrics. I like that actually. All right, but that's also as a result of something, but we'll continue. Nurture the leads, fair enough. So guys, that's good. So we can easily say that to increase your sales in the next 30 days, we have to do two important things. The one is we need to get more traffic, more attention, more eyeballs. That could be paid ads, that could be proper advertising, that could be strategic content, that could be any of those three things, right? That's one end of the funnel, or that's the beginning of the funnel. Get more traffic, get more eyeballs to your offer. But what's the other thing that we need to do to increase our sales? Like one of my coaches say, all things being equal, if you get more traffic, if you double your traffic, you double your business. But all things are not always equal. Certain things can make that unequal. So what are the other things that can lead to increased sales? Don Mexi says good offers. Stephanie says sell to the leads. Who else wants to say, who else has another option? Who else has another thought in mind? Okay, so let me help you guys, all right? How many of you are taking notes? Okay, good. So number one, I want you to write this down. Number one, write this down in your note and don't forget it. Oh, you know what? Oh, no, let me not stress myself. So number one is I want you to write down offers. It all begins with offers. Identifying your pain points, creating solutions for it, all of that is going to tie into having great offers. I'm going to briefly touch on offers because offers is not where I'm going to. I'm going to where we close deals and make more sales, all right? Let's talk about offers. What exactly is an offer? An offer is not your product. An offer is not your service. An offer is how you package your product and your service, all right, in such a way that it appeals to your ideal customer and is combined with an attractive value proposition, unbeatable terms of payment, and last but not the least, it reverses the risk for your client or for your prospects. Let's use prospects, right? I know that seems like a lot, but it's very simple. It has an unbeatable value proposition, reverses the risk, right? What else again? Attractive promise, something they want. So it means, therefore, that when we talk about creating offer, it's not just about our products. I remember sometimes somebody reached out to me and he said to me that they offer a service where they create, I think, software or certain, they use it, but basically they help businesses generate revenue, but they use a particular method or so, right? And I asked him, so what's the offer? Oh yeah, I remember it was a marketing company that reached out to me. They said that they wanted to start getting clients that they can close for because they want to sell their services for thousands of dollars. So I asked them, what is your offer? And what he said, lead generation, SEO, Google advertising, Facebook advertising. And I was like, no, that's not an offer. That's your service. That's the features. What exactly is an offer? An offer will be this. An offer will be this. We help businesses, maybe dental clinics, practices, whatever it is. We help those people get specific results within 90 days without this problem or that problem that they don't want to have. So let's make this more practical. I need one person that I'm going to use as an example. You can share with me what you do, and we'll use that and we'll create an offer out of that. Solar installation services. Good, I like that. All right. So let's start. Let's use solar installation services. So what exactly does solar installation services do? They provide you with 247 lights, all right, power supply. So if we're going to turn a solar installation service, first of all, I'm going to assume that you have the products, you have the service, right? You have the products and materials. What you do is that people come and they probably want to buy solar installation, and you provide the tools, you provide everything, and they just come, they pay you, you buy the battery, you buy the solar panels, the rods, all of those things, and you fix it, correct? Great. So what are you currently doing right now? What are you currently doing right now, Hisoka? While we're waiting for Hisoka, right? So if I was the one that had the solar installation service, is that number one is this. Again, I cannot go into all the full business process because that will take us time. So I'm going to focus on one particular thing, which is the offer itself. Is that what are the challenges that people have when they want to install solar or when they want to purchase a solar service? Number one is that they don't know what panels they need. They don't know what capacity they need, right? Number two is that everybody knows that solar installation is expensive, so they don't know how much it's going to cost them. Last but not the least is that if something were to go bad, how would that be taken care of? Do they have to pay an extra money for that, right? Now, that's what the problem is. But why are people buying solar? Have you ever asked yourself, why do people buy solar? Why don't they want generator? Why don't they want to rely on NEPA? People buy solar because they don't want to ever bother about light problem. They want to live in 247 perpetual power supply. And this could be for a myriad of reasons. All right? So imagine, again, I don't know how possible this would be for you, Hisoka. Imagine your offer is this, all right? We will help you achieve 247 power supply. Never think about NEPA. Never hear the sound of generator ever again. Power all your appliances, or let's not say all your appliances. You have to find something you can promise. Have steady power supply. Fans always on. Why do people want power supply, steady power supply? Because they don't want to deal with the heat. They don't like the darkness, all right? These are the things that people buy. So imagine we turn that into an offer and say, we will help you set up a 247 power supply where the heat and the feeling of never having NEPA lights is totally taken care of. And then we match it with an attractive payment term and say, and you only get to pay XYZ amount monthly. So we break it down for them and we say you only pay this YZ amount monthly. All right. Now, again, I know that when it comes to technicalities, we can't implement that. This is just theoretical because I want everybody to see how I'm thinking about the problem. So we understand the problems, we understand the problems they're trying to solve, why they buy our service, all right, why they buy our product, and then what stops them from actually wanting to buy it. And then what we want to do is now find a way to overcome all of those objections to make an unbeatable offer. All right. So that is just theoretically speaking, is that we will say, okay, you will have 24/7 power supply, never go a day without having lights in your house for XYZ amount. So no more sleeping and waking up in the night because NEPA took lights. No more being bothered with the sound of generator and your neighbors being disturbing your sound of generator. You stop bothering about having to save on your band A. All of that's completely taken care of by us. And then you put the price there. All right. You can break the price if you can into monthly payments, if you can. All right. But that is just a brief, very, very abridged explanation on offers. You see that we're not saying we want to do solar installation for you, because everybody does solar installation. Everybody does solar installation. Hisoka, does that make sense? Guys, does that make sense? I need to know so I can move forward. Right, good. So we start leading with the pain that they face or the desire. Because if I see an ad, right, that starts with feeling so much sweat during this hot season in Lagos, want to stop feeling so sweaty, wants people to come to your house and not have to bother about how hot it is, all right? Because anybody who wants solar and is considering getting it is someone that probably has the finances or can afford the finances for it. They might just need to squeeze, a little bit to get it. Because someone is absolutely broke, they're not thinking about solar, they're thinking about how to make money, how to eat, all right? So solar already means that somebody who is thinking about solar either needs it or can afford it. So that shouldn't be a problem. So anyways, that gives you an idea on how we think about offers, right? So with a good offer, what happens is that your leads become much. If you put a good offer out on paid ads, the leads are going to start coming in, a lot of leads, all right? So let's now go into the problem of selling. How do you sell and close more deals in short time? How many of you want to learn how I do that? And by the way, guys, I specifically close deals anywhere between $3,000 to $30,000 on the high end, right? That's my specialty, having those kind of conversations, right? Now, obviously, I'm not going to be able to explain how I do it within this short time. So what I want to do is, again, get you to see how I think so that you can reverse engineer this process and use it for your business. I'm going to ask you guys one question. What is selling? If anybody gives you the right answer, I'll give them a gift. What is selling? People say, I want to make sales, I want to make sales, I want to make sales. But what really is sales or selling? Or if I ask you a bit more tricky, question is, what is the process of selling? Nature says selling is helping people make a buying decision and solving a problem they have. You know, I'll give you, selling is making someone get what they don't actually think they need. I don't agree with that, Isoka. That's not selling. Get what they don't actually think they need. You know, nature says helping people make a buying decision and solving a problem they have. That's actually pretty close. That's the closest I've seen. Selling is the ability to persuade someone to give you, to do what you want. Correct? Also, but not 100%. Selling is giving people something in exchange for their money. Giving actual or perceived satisfaction. Fair enough. Exchanging products or services for money. Good. Now, again, obviously, you guys are right. All right. But allow me to give you a definition of selling that will change the way you see it. Especially, selling is nudging the client towards a solution that solves their problem. Good. Selling is simply an exchange of one service or product for an amount. Very good. All right. Very good definition again. But aside for semantic purpose, to understand exactly how I think about selling, this is how I define what it is to sell. Sales, especially when you're selling something that is pretty expensive. All right. I'm not talking about selling tomato here, selling biscuits, gala, all this. That's not what we're selling here, right? If you're selling anything that's pretty expensive, you're going to want to hear what I have to sell. So selling is the art and skill of discovering, that's the keyword, or getting the prospect to discover for themselves if they need your solution and helping them make a buying decision. I'll say it again. Sales or selling is the art and science of helping, or rather getting your prospects to discover for themselves, and also for you to discover if they are a right fit, if they have a need for the solution you offer, and helping them make a buying decision. Who can tell me what I just said right now? Put it in the chat. Good. Good. Now, the key word is what? Is the art and science of what? Helping the prospect discover for themselves if they need your solution and helping them make a buying decision. So I'm going to ask you guys the next question. Because guys, this is how I teach you. This is how I teach my students, and that's why they all know how to sell thousands of dollars of their products and services. It's because I'm not going to just tell you what to do. I'm going to teach you how to think about your problem so that you're able to solve that problem any day, anytime. My next question is going to be this. How does a human being buy anything? How does a human being buy anything? How does a human being buy anything? Rachel says the need by emotions. Like going to those that sell what he wants. I mean, you're not wrong, but you're not also right. But making a decision on what to buy and pay for it, Desire says. Or I'm going to tell you how a human being buys anything, and you can write this down and never, ever forget it. A human being buys emotionally, but they justify it with logic. And I'm going to break what that means. Everybody buys emotionally and they justify it with logic. Think about the last thing you bought, whether it was gala, whether it was food, whether it was a house that you paid for, whether it was a product that you paid for. What was the driving force? What was the motivation for that thing? There was a desire for it. That desire could also be said as there was a need you wanted to fulfill, or we could say there was a pain you wanted to solve. If you buy medicine to solve a problem of headache, you're solving a problem. If you're cold and you buy shirts, you're solving a problem. If you're feeling hungry and you buy food, you're solving a problem. So people buy emotionally, but they justify their purchase with logic. Come on, guys, are you following me? Are you following? Good. Good. So we buy emotionally and we justify it with logic. Now, I'm not going to take you through the whole roller coaster of how we discover all of these things, but there are 7. Again, remember, we're talking about high ticket sales, okay? Not when I say high ticket sales, things that are your services, your products that are really expensive. These are what we're trying to sell here. So there are 7 what I call buying beliefs that anybody who's going to spend a significant amount of money goes through before they buy anything. 7 of them. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, 7. Are you guys ready to hear them? Good. So number 1 is that people buy because they have a pain they want to solve. There is a gap missing in their life that your product or service promises to fulfill, and so therefore they buy. So we can say that people buy because there's either there's a pain they are trying to move away from. So there's either a pain they're trying to move away from or a desire they're trying to move towards. Any which way we define it, the point is that there exists a gap in the mind of your prospects that they want to fulfill by purchasing your products. All right? Are you following, guys? Does that make sense? Does that hold true? All right? Everything I'm going to share with you is exactly the secrets to how my students close thousands of dollars every single month. Every single month. Every single month. They're making sales every single month. Every day I'm getting messages, sir, I just closed $1,000 deal, $1,000 client. I just sold my product for 500,000. And they are able to sell this without people pricing them like tomatoes. That's what I'm about to share with you. So number 1 is that there's a pain that people are moving away from. Number 2 is that there's a desire people are moving towards. So people move away from pain and move towards a desired outcome. Right? Now, I want you to, let's put ourselves in the mind of our prospects or people who buy things. All right? Let's use a very, very common example. Let's say you have a headache. You have a pain, right, in your head. And so you go to buy, before you even go to buy paracetamol, let's just say that pain is there. How many people take paracetamol immediately? Not everybody, right? Some people will wait to see if the pain will subside. Abi now. Abi now. Some people will wait to see if it subsides. If it doesn't subside, if they can manage it, they will manage it, Abi. If they can manage it, they'll manage it. If the pain is just small, you know, it's not so big, like, yeah, just lightly, they feel it every now and then, they'll manage it. That is human nature. What happens for a human being to take a decision, for them to move? This is how the human brain thinks, is that the human brain calculates and says, it is going to cost me less to fix this problem than it is costing me either physically, mentally, emotionally, or financially to maintain it. Meaning that the cost of taking action is lesser than staying the same place. Come on, guys. Does that make sense? The cost of taking action needs to be lesser than the pain that they are currently feeling. So let's call it this. Let's say, this my, okay, you can't see my mic, right? Let me see if I can. Good. Let me use this pen. So let's say this is the threshold, your pain threshold, right? And this is where things become unbearable that you die. For many people, their pain threshold is different. For some people, at this point, they already start taking action. For some people, it is at this point they'll take action, right? They will take action. But let's now imagine a scenario where the action they have to take is so great, right? You would agree with me that the greater action they have to take to alleviate the pain, the less likely they are to take, exactly like flying to India. Good. So if, let's say, the pain is so much, all right, and you go to the doctor and the doctor tells you it's cancerous, you're gonna die. Look, if you have the money, chances are that you're considering flying to India, right? Right? Because your pain threshold has gotten unbearable. Even though India is a great flight, you don't mind, because why? Nothing is more valuable to you than your life or the life of your loved ones, right? But that's an extreme example. So let's come back. So we said that for people to take action, people will take action when in their mind they realize that if they take this small action, they solve this big pain. Then it makes more sense for them to take action, like going to the pharmacist and buying Panadol. When they buy the Panadol, they solve their problem, right? So let's write the third thing that makes people buy: the cost of inaction. Meaning, if they don't take that action, what happens? Well, if they don't take that action, the pain continues. The pain becomes unbearable. They potentially die. They will take the action. But if somebody doesn't take that action and their life doesn't change, like for example, they can as well wait 1 year and nothing happens. How many of you realize that they will not take the action? Exactly. So we said number 1 is pain, number 2 is desire, number 3 is cost of inaction. Because guys, remember, people are naturally lazy. The default state of people is to stay in the same place, do the same thing. Change requires effort. It requires effort, and most people don't want to make any effort. Right? That's important to me. Now, let's go back to our analogy. All right? But how many of you will also realize with me that even if the action is small, there's still something that will stop them from taking that action? What's that thing going to be? What's that thing going to be? Even if the action is small, there's something that can stop them. In fact, there are a lot of things that can still stop them. Do you want to know what one thing that can stop them? Aha, Don Mexi says it. Trust. Doubts, trust. Both of them are actually important. So they need to trust that if they take that action, it is going to solve the problem for them. If I take Panadol, it's going to solve headache for me, so I'm going to buy it. But if I don't know if it's going to solve the problem for me, or even make it worse, I hesitate. So trust. Right? Trust is important. So that counts. That's number 4, right? Number 5, Hisoka already answered it, is doubt. If people doubt that your product or service, whatever it is you offer, they can get the solution better, cheaper, faster, or on their own, meaning at no cost without having to pay money. How many of you realize that they will not pay you for their service? If I can build a freaky solar panel, right? If I can build a freaking solar panel, why would I want to buy from Hisoka? If I can make an iPhone that is as good or if not better than an iPhone, why would I want to buy an iPhone? If I could fix and manufacture a car, why would I want to buy or manufacture a car or buy a car? And also, if I knew that I could get the same iPhone from somebody else, what you're selling 1.5 million naira, somebody is going to sell the exact same iPhone for me for 500,000 naira. Why would I pay you more money? So let's now say this. So they need to doubt that they can get it better anywhere else or by themselves. So how many buying belief is that? 5. Right? Meaning 2 more. Now, what is the obvious 6th buying belief? What's the one thing that must happen or after all these things for people to buy? What's the one thing? Feel good about it? Well, all of this is going to either make them feel good about it. If they trust it, if it solves their problem, they doubt that they will definitely feel good about it. No, guys. They need to be able to make the payment. They need to have the moolah. Because somebody could be dying of a headache if they don't have any money at all and they cannot get any money. They cannot solve that problem. But as you see, for many people, that's like most of the time the least of the problems. Being able to get the money to pay you. So let's call it the means. All right? To afford what you offer. The means. And then last but not the least, now this one is a bit not so obvious. But the last but not the least is what we call, let me put it like this. How many of you sell your service or your product and then somebody wants to buy from you, you guys talk about everything and all of a sudden they come back and tell you that, yeah, my husband said or my MD said we have to move forward with another person. How many of you that has ever happened to you? Good. So we call that the authority to make the buying decision. So ladies and gentlemen, what are the 7 buying beliefs? What are the 7 things that if somebody checks these things as positive, all right, or expresses them, you will 100% or more likely get a sale than not? What are they? Are you guys following, or am I talking to myself? I said, what are the 7 buying beliefs that we just uncovered today? Thank you, Rachel. Desire, cost of action, pain, Stephanie, pain, desire, cost, trust, doubt, means, and authority. Boom, authority. So now that we understand the psychology of people and how they buy, we're now going to reverse it so that we are able to sell to anybody at anywhere at any time. How are we going to do that? We are going to find out from the person we're talking to all these things to know if they're a right fit for what we have to offer. And how do we find out from people? How do we find out, guys? Rachel said it correctly. We ask them questions. So, going back to our definition of selling, if this is how people buy and make decisions, because people know that we know that people need to be in either a pain point or want to achieve a desire. They have to have a genuine cost of inaction, the means, authority. They have to trust you, and they have to doubt that they can do it themselves or get it better anywhere else. The question now becomes, how or what exactly is selling? That's why I like to say that selling, at the core of it, is discovery. And how do we discover? By asking questions. By asking questions. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men and women, I, Bruno Wogo, sit before you, because I'm not standing. Stand and sit before you today, having been able to sell $2.5 million of other people's products and services online, simply because I have one skill and one skill alone, is that I know how to ask questions. I know how to ask questions that get me to the sale. I don't always get every deal closed. In fact, I'll be honest with you, I get more no's than I get yeses. But I get no's and I save myself time, because time is more important than money. You can always make more money, but you cannot always make more time. All right. That being said, how then do we now sell to people? Well, I like to say that there are basically 3 simple stages of sales. Number 1 is discovery. Number 2 is pitching. And number 3 is handling objections. Most people think that being good at sales is being good at handling objections. But many times objections come because you did not do the discovery process very well. You did not uncover any of these buying beliefs. And because you didn't uncover it, they manifested themselves at the end as an objection. Yeah, I need to think about it. Why? Because you didn't get them to think about it during the process. And we all know that when prospects tell you they want to think about it, they are what? They're lying. How many of you guys, you've told that person, no, yeah, let me just think about it. You actually went home, you sat down and you were like, this thing, let me think. How many of you actually did think about it like that? Never. So it's bullshit. It's an objection. Right? Now, because of my time, I can't go into all of these things. I'm going to give you my definition of how I basically handle I'll give you the 3 secrets to handling discovery properly. All right. I'll also explain to you on how to pitch properly. And last but not the least, I'll give you a framework for handling objection. And I'll try to do all of this within 14 minutes. Okay. Number 1, how do you do discovery? In discovery, let me tell you what you're trying to do in discovery. When you are doing discovery, your goal is simple. I like to call this my principles for selling. I can't dive into all of this, but this is what it is. There are more reasons for a person not to buy from me than there are for them to buy from me. I believe that they need me and I don't need them. If they cannot convince me they need my help, I'm not interested in selling them. I'm always going for the no. Why? Because there are more reasons for people to not buy from me than there are for them to buy from me. I always close my deals at the beginning, always. I disqualify hard and do not qualify. I don't need a relationship to sell. I don't need to be a consultant to sell. Selling is psychological manipulation. Selling is a communication skill. And I have zero emotional attachment to the outcome. That is my buying or my selling beliefs, my selling psychology. So let me give you what are the things that you need to look out for whenever you're doing proper discovery. When you are doing discovery, there are just 3 things you want to look out for. Why this? Why me? Why now? Why do they want to solve this problem? Why do they want to solve this problem with us? Or why are they considering us? And why do they want to solve this problem now? That's what you want to discover in the discovery process. Why this? Why me? Why now? Then you get to the pitch. When you are pitching, people think pitching is about talking. No. When you pitch, right? You only do 2 things when you pitch. You ask questions, all right? And you use words like imagine, or you use analogies, or you tell stories. All those 3 things are one thing. You say something like, guys, I want you to imagine. Imagine what it would look like if you actually decided to work with me. All right. And you're able to look at your sales process and see why you're stuck. And then we're able to implement all these things into your business and you stop losing deals. People come to you and bam, they buy. Just imagine what that would look like for you. Do you think if I'm able to help you work together with you one-on-one, you'll be able to close more deals, get more people to sign up with your service or your product, and of course, stop ever getting ghosted by your clients? And you never have to discount to sell your service. Do you think if I worked with you, you'll be able to achieve all of that? Of course, the person says yes. That is exactly how you pitch. Imagine, questions, stories. That's all you do when you pitch. All right? Now that's my cue to get ready to leave. And last but not the least, when we come to objection handling, I use what I call a 3-step process to handle objections. Number 1 is I acknowledge that I heard them. I need to think about it. Let me get back to you. Sure, got it. I understand that you want to think about it. So I acknowledge that I heard them. I isolate the objection. Aside from thinking about it, is there any other thing that is stopping you from feeling like this is the right thing and now is the right time to get this? Isolate the objection. If they say, oh, nothing else, I just want to think about it. All right? I say, so when you think about it, you genuinely feel like this is the right thing for you and now is the right time. They say yes. I say, good, got it. So I move to the next thing. All right? And then I ask a question. So let me recap again. What are the 3 things I do? Acknowledge, isolate, ask a question. That's all. You acknowledge that you heard them. You isolate their objection. Sure, totally understand you want to get back to me, right? When you say you want to get back to me, all right, what do you mean by that? Now they're forced to tell you what they mean. So we clarify or acknowledge, we isolate the objection to be sure we are handling the main objection, and then we ask a question regarding the objection. Somebody says, oh, guys, give me one objection you commonly hear. Let's address that now. One common objection you hear all the time. Let me think about it. Totally understand you, Evie. I totally get you. Aside from thinking about it right now, right now, do you genuinely feel like this is what you need and now is the right time to do something like this? Boom. It's expensive. Isoka, absolutely. Totally understand that it's expensive, right? Money aside, right? Is this something you even want to do? Like, assuming the money wasn't a problem, is this something you're even considering doing? Let me talk to my wife. Fortune, I want you to talk to your wife, right? But aside from talking to your wife, right? Is this something you want to do? Like, is this something you're even interested in? Do you feel like this is the right thing for you and now is the right time? So we isolate the objection. And they say, yeah, like 100%, man, I absolutely love it, but I just want to talk to my wife. Got it. So, if you don't mind me, can I ask you a quick question? If you go and talk to your wife and she says, and you tell her, bro, honey, I saw this particular program. It absolutely makes sense. It is exactly what we're looking for. And it's going to make us, XYZ amount of money. And I 100% trust this guy. All right. What do you think she's going to say to you? Is she going to tell you not to do it? Ask a question. What is he going to tell me? Oh, no, if I tell her that, she's definitely going to say I should do it. So if she's going to tell you to do it, then why do you want to talk to her about it? Are you trying to get permission from her to do it? Okay, what if she says, no, don't do it? What are you going to do? Larry says, I've not made up my mind yet. Got it. I totally understand that. So when you say you've not made up your mind yet, what do you mean by that? Is it that you've not decided that you want to do this? Or it's even important for you? And by the way, Larry, nobody ever says I've not made up my mind yet. If somebody tells you that they've not made up their mind, it means that you messed up during the discovery. You didn't find out why this, why us, and why now. You never found that out. That's why they can only tell you they've not made up their mind. One question, please. Do you create grounds for familiarity when closing a sale? Yeah, like at the beginning, though. At the beginning, but people don't buy because the reason people don't buy is not because you're familiar. They buy because they trust you and the whole 7 beliefs align. Fortune says, how do you handle clients who ghost you after accepting to buy your offer or product? They don't. All right. They don't ghost me. So if they decide they want to buy it, I take a deposit, a commitment, something really. EVA says, one question, please. What if they feel like we're asking too much questions? That's a very good question, EVA. And that's why I don't have the time, all right? But if you want, I think Chris will be able to organize a more in-depth masterclass on sales where we actually, because this is a very good point. In fact, I got this a few days ago when somebody was getting upset and I was asking a lot of questions and I just did something I do all the time. And it went well. It went well. What if they don't give proper response, only yes or no? If they only give you yes or no answers, then it means they are pissed at you. And it means that you messed up during the discovery. Something definitely went wrong. You upset the prospect. Again, I can't solve that in less than 4 minutes. All right. But guys, how was it? Because I have less than 4 minutes. I have another call to jump into. Do you feel like this session has helped you gain more clarity in the mind of your prospects, how they make decisions, and how you can help them make that decision? Do you feel like that this has helped you? Absolutely. Absolutely. Rachel says it has helped me properly ask questions now. Great. Fortune says, really, Rachel, have more time. Even if I had all the time in the world, right? It still wouldn't be enough because this thing requires in-depth training. I have a program that is literally hours long for these particular things I broke down in less than 45, 50 minutes, all right? Why do people buy from your neighbor and not from you? Is it because they don't like you? No. If you're selling, look, if you're selling the exact same thing, if nothing makes your neighbor's product different from you, then see, it is only when the value is comparable, price, offer, everything is the same, meaning that you have a direct competitor and you don't have a unique selling proposition that people will now buy from people that they are familiar with. So all things being equal, people only buy when there is a unique selling proposition. If there's no unique selling proposition, then people will buy based on familiarity. All right? People will only buy. Absolutely. Provided clarity and excellent framework to work with. This has been your seminar about clarity. Amazing class. It really helped me, especially when it's coming up. Thank you. Exactly, guys. Just imagine what the in-depth class would look like. Okay.
Yes.
Anyways, so
Thank you so much, Mr. Bruno.
let me ask you guys, do you
Yeah.
feel like the term Einstein of marketing is hype or is true? Larry, yes, I am. I have a class on high ticket sales. I have a coaching program on high ticket sales. If you have a high ticket item and you struggle to sell it, then definitely, I can definitely help you with that. That is the one thing I'm very good at. All right, so that will be all from my end. Thank you so much. I have another meeting to jump into right now. All right.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bruno. We are extremely grateful and excited. Just reading his comments alone, I feel like we've done more than enough this night. I mean, my notes are full, like it's full. We've gotten so much from you tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you for sparing the time to join us. Thank you so much, sir. So
let me quickly
we're going
answer
to drop
two
it.
things.
Okay, sir, go ahead, please.
Things.
Yes, please.
If it says, why are you called the Einstein of marketing instead of Einstein of sales? Because I started in marketing and then I decided to master sales and then go back to marketing. So if you understand sales and you understand marketing, you absolutely kill it. These strategies only work for high ticket sales. Rachel, I won't say they only work for high ticket sales, but I'll say that they are necessary for high ticket sales because if somebody is buying gala or buying, let's say, something more expensive, then the risk associated with that purchase is very little. And so their mind will not have to do all of this calculation because the risk is small. But a high ticket sale item is a lot of money. The risk associated with it is a lot. So the mind will literally do all those logical processes to be sure that the decision makes sense. Remember, they buy with emotion, but they justify it with logic. This is the justification process. All right, then. Thank you so much, Stephanie.
Thank you so much, Bruno. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So you know, like Mr. Bruno said, there's going to be another in-depth master class where you are able to actually ask direct questions with direct scenarios, and Mr. Bruno is going to answer you as per case study, you know, based on your personal needs. So once we're able to put that together, we're going to communicate that on the group. But before we go on the group, you know, one of the things we start doing is we're going to go through a worksheet for what we have learned from this class. So it's important that you don't leave, because most things we've noticed from over the webinars we've done a lot of times is execution. People will gather all the knowledge, go to all the classes, read all the books, but to execute, 2% of people end up executing what they've learned. So one of our goal with this webinar is to actually help you see how much of what you have learned you can actually execute. And for the person, you know, who talked about this method that Mr. Bruno has taught about, being basically for high ticket, you know, products, I promise you that you can apply this to anything at all. You just have to tweak it to suit your market and your audience, because a lot of people who put out, especially those of you that do Facebook advertisements, a lot of it is just only the product. You just be selling product. People don't buy products, they buy the value of what you're selling. They buy the value, what that product can solve. What can that product do? Why should I buy your own product and leave B? That is what your offer is about. So if you're able to learn how to implement this offer in anything you sell, then you would have actually made value from this class. So stay tuned. We're going to be having our next guest come up immediately because our time is far gone. Mr. Joshua is that person, you know, like I said earlier, for those who joined late, that Mr. Joshua is that lead generation expert. If you listen to Mr. Bruno's class at the beginning, he said that the first thing to do to get customers is actually to get leads. The more leads you have, the more you can convert. So there's always a percentage of, you know, conversion rate that happens. Maybe if you can get 100, they say you can only convert like maybe 10 or 15 or 15%. I can't remember now. And even out of that 15, maybe out of 5% alone, we end up buying from you. So you see, the more leads you have, the more you're able to convert. Now, the ability to get all of those leads, put them together, sell to them, and get them to buy from you. We're going to be learning that in a very short time. So I want us to please pay attention. As Mr. Joshua Mba will be coming up shortly. Please make sure that you have your notes. So have your notes, because my notes is actually very, very full. So Chugoze, if you're ready for us, please play the video and then we'll have Mr. Joshua come up immediately.
Joshua Mba is a marketing automation expert and co-founder of Celso, a groundbreaking platform transforming digital marketing in Africa and beyond. An entrepreneur who began his journey in a remote Nigerian village without electricity for 13 years. Joshua has engineered marketing systems responsible for generating 9-figure revenues and developing million-dollar software solutions. He is also the co-founder of StakeCut, Africa's leading affiliate platform with over 600,000 partners, empowering businesses and creators to scale through performance-driven marketing. Through Celso, an all-in-one marketing and CRM automation software, he continues to redefine how businesses automate customer engagement and optimize sales processes. His expertise in building scalable marketing systems has positioned him as a thought leader in the digital space, helping businesses harness technology for exponential growth and sustainable success. Help me make welcome Joshua Mba.
Hi. Good evening, everyone. How are you guys? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Miss Ronald. Thank you so much. That was very
I said
amazing.
200 naira. Sorry.
I think you need to meet everyone. Where is that audio coming from? Obviously not my own. Somebody's audio is on. You're laughing, right? Okay, good evening, everyone. Here you guys can't see my face. Hold on. Let me see if my visuals will be. Hold on. Just a minute. Yeah, good evening, everyone. I'm sure you guys can you guys hear me? If you can hear me in the comment section, drop a fire emoji down in the comment section. If you can hear my audio, drop a fire emoji. Maybe sure you guys can hear me loud and clear. Fire emoji in the comment section. That's the only way I know you guys. Oh, you guys can hear me. Yeah, you guys can hear me. Great, 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 great. All right, so I'm going to guess. My video. Okay. They want to see my face. Okay. You guys want to see my face. All right. Good. I'm gonna get started right now. Thank you very much, Miss Rona. Thank you, Daba. Thank you, Mr. Chrisani. Thank you, everyone. This was a great session. Thank you, Bruno. That was a very nice session earlier on where you talked about selling. And now we are going to go into it. I have a very interesting sequence of teaching for you guys this night. I just finished the 9 hours training session a few minutes ago, and it was nothing short of awesomeness. So I'm seeing the spirit of teaching. I'm going to just ride with it and teach you guys extensively. Sorry, they're working on my light, so you guys see my face very well. So today I'm going to teach us a very simple topic. I'm going to teach probably one of the shortest sales sessions you guys have ever had. Just throw the light, the aperture light, throw it on top to just pick up. Or you get the other light, the ring light, and just put in. Okay. Remove the cap. Okay. So I have probably the shortest sales session that you experience right now on this call. I'm going to share my screen. Hope I can share my screen on this call. Yep. And guys, I want you to give me your rapt attention. My session is short, straight to the point, and I want you to go home with something very powerful. I hope I'm not sharing my entire screen. I'm not supposed to do that. Okay, share the screen right now. Okay, makes sense. Cool, awesome. So I'm going to teach you how to build a business, not a business, you know, the type. How to build a business, sorry about that typo, really, that runs on autopilot. It's a masterclass on how to build autopilot sales running, or the kind of product you have. I really don't care. What I care most about is a system that can drive you massive sales for your business. Okay. So I'm going to ask a very simple question to everyone. Have you ever, for those who have, I want to everybody have entered an aircraft, right? So if you notice, when a captain wants to take off, what happens is that he has to put a lot of work. Okay, cool. Come back a little bit. You have to put a lot of work. Cool. It's like can bend it down a little bit. You have to put a lot of work to get the aircraft to lift above the ground. In fact, science will tell you that it has to run a certain distance before it can lift above the ground and then get into the air. But once that aircraft gets into the air, once it gets up there, the pilot can actually just on a switch called autopilot. He clicks on that button and sets the coordinate. The aircraft locks in on that destination and then flight goes. So apparently the captain can even come out and join the passengers in passenger row and all of those stuff, and probably even take a cup of coffee and chill and see, look, probably not even touch the steerings and all that. I'm not sure it's called steering, but whatever it's called. But that idea is, how can I, as a business owner, create a system that will help me move from, I'm going to minimize this. It's going to help me move from Hold on, please. Can you guys still see my screen just to be sure? I don't know if you guys can see my screen. I don't know about that. Can you guys see my screen that I'm sharing? Let me look at the comment section. I'm kind of worried that you guys can see it. No, I don't know what you guys can see. If you guys share me know what you guys can see. Miss Ronald, can you just help me? Can you guys see my slide? I just want to be sure you guys can see my slide. I just want to be sure. Really, I just want to be sure.
Yes, sir, we can. We can see it like clearly.
Okay, you can see my slide. Oh, makes sense. Makes sense. Awesome. Awesome.
You can see
All
your
right.
video as well.
So,
Yes, you can see the slide.
okay, guys, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Awesome, 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 awesome. Cool. So now that's autopilot. In business, our goal is how can we take on the process of getting, return on my video back, of getting our business to a stage where we don't need to manually, again, emphasis on manually always sell our product to people. In 2019, I built out a community called the Funny Hackers community. In that community, what we were doing and what we are doing in that community is how I was teaching people there back then how to automate their business. And then fast forward, I've not just taught it over the years, I've also applied it for a lot of business across multiple industries. So we're talking about real estate business, we're talking about all forms of business. But today I want to show you how you can apply this for your business. Now, this is the downside. Okay, this is the downside. With autopilot, that's automation. When I talk of autopilot, is how we can set up something that will require us not to touch our phones and laptops every single time. With autopilot, you set it up in less time. If you understand how to automate your business, one time, just once, you set it up, and then you don't have to set it up again. If it requires you less time, you don't need to do it for a long time. Probably churn out 1 hour of your time or 2 hours of your time and set up the system, depending on the kind of system you're running, which I'm going to show you this night. And then you set it up once. Once it's up, once you build out that funnel, the entire process, automate it, is done. All you don't need to do is sit back and watch. Number 3 is with it, you can continuously cash out from it. Once you build an automated system, there is a system I built as far back as 2021. It's still giving me sales till today. I've never changed anything in that funnel. I've not, honestly. 2021, 2022, it's still bringing out. In fact, I probably would love to show you guys that one, maybe if time permits me on this call. Number 4, you can travel the world. The goal of running a business is not for you to die running the business. You can travel if you want to travel. You can move around if you want to. If you're like me that don't like traveling, traveling is not like my kind of thing, right? I prefer you doing other things, but traveling is a lot of work. For me to even pack my bag and travel is a lot of work. But if you like traveling, you can actually just travel the world and travel anywhere you want to travel and do what you want to do. The goal of automation is that it gives you the life of freedom. You live a life of freedom. I can afford to do a lot of things at my own terms and condition because I have an automated system that will always sell my product for me. Same applies. Today, I spent 9 hours earlier on today teaching business owners across board how to build automated systems and marketing system for their business. And I've literally not even checked any of my business. Everything is already automated and things that are cashing out. I only would just check my balance and all of those stuff, right? So, but without it, you have a longer time to set up. You probably will struggle because you don't even know how to do it automated. You repeat the setup, you do it today, tomorrow you are back to it, next tomorrow you are back to it. And then it's a slow cash out system because you have to manually respond to a lot of things. Imagine when you have 100 leads, 200 leads, 300 leads. How would you in your head manage those number of people? Like it was a case of a business today that I was talking with earlier on. That business, they run ads and they generate hundreds of leads in a week. But because there is no human being that will just sit down on their phone and be talking to 100 people every day, how would you even scale the business? So you won't have a lot of time to churn out sales because you have to manually do these things. Number 4, it requires a lot of your attention. And number 5, there's less freedom. You don't have the life of freedom that you deserve. Less freedom. So I want to ask everybody on this call, do you think building automated system is good? Type yes or no. Do you want to learn how to build an automated system? Yes or no in the comment section. Let's go. Yes or no in the comment section. Do you want to learn how to build it? Yes or no? Yes or no in the comment section. Let's go very quickly. Yeah, a lot of yeses. Yes, yes, yes. I can get a lot of yeses in the comment section. That's good. That's good. Now let's get into it. My goal this night is simple. I want to show you guys. I want to show you guys the ultimate autopilot cash out system. Now, this works for every kind of business. Every kind of business, whether it's what is it called? Whether it's real estate, whether it's a SaaS company, whether it's name it, affiliate marketing, whether it's digital course selling, whether it's whatever it is, you're running a coaching program, you're running a membership program, whatever business you are doing, it really doesn't matter. This ultimate sales autopilot cash out system works and works for you. In fact, I was going to actually teach you guys and start listing different tools and platforms you can use. And I figured out if I was going to do that for you people, it will be a lot. I will end up giving you a lot of information that you end up not knowing how to work with. So my goal every time I'm teaching people anywhere, I would like to take out things that will help you get started. And when you get started, you can then grow and know other things you need to know while you are in the process. I don't want to overflog you with a lot of information. So I have this simple flow to help you build an automated business for yourself. And that will help you cash out in real time. You build it once, plug it in, and you go to sleep until you sleep peacefully like the Hebrew women. But before I show you guys this, I want to find out in the comment section, everyone, tell me the industry your business is running on. If you're in the real estate, type real estate. If you're affiliate marketer, type affiliate marketing. If you are e-commerce, type e-commerce. If you're running a SaaS company, type SaaS company. If SaaS is software as a service, if you're running a tech company, type tech company. If you are a freelancer, type freelance. If you are, if you offer a service, type, I'm a service-based business. Awesome. I'm seeing service-based. I see energy, that's solar business. I'm seeing real estate. Awesome. Type in the comments. Let me know the business you're current. Service-based business, beautiful. Real estate, e-commerce. I can energy service. That's awesome. Awesome. Solar. Freelancing, awesome. Beautiful. Beautiful. Real estate. I see more of real estate here. Type in the comment section. Everybody, let's go. What industry is your business? 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 Let me know in the comment section. Type. Let's go. Personal finance, coaching, investment, beautiful. You do fashion business. I see fashionistas here. Beautiful. Beautiful. Which other business? I like this. Service-based business. Awesome. Now you're a blogger. Awesome. So now we have health business and awesome. You sell health product and it's physical. If it's a physical product, you're under the e-commerce category. Digital devices. That's it. Awesome. This is good. All right, now let's get into it. So content creation, awesome. Into content creation, awesome. Beautiful. Okay.
Recording in progress.
Okay, sorry, I have to join this one. Okay, cool. Makes sense. Now let's get into it. Beautiful. Now I have here e-commerce businesses, I have digital product sellers, I have content creators, I have real estate. Now I'm going to show you the ultimate cash out system. It's a very simple system. You probably have seen it, but you didn't know that it's this simple. And you probably have been thinking, how can I even automate this entire process? How do I do this? How do I figure this thing out? How do I get here? Blah, 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 blah. That's why I'm here for you, right? So I'm going to share my other screen. I'm going to go straight to my whiteboard where I'm going to walk you through the entire flow of the automated system and tell you step by step on how to get into it, right? If you guys are ready, let me get fire emoji. If I get 20 fire emojis, then I can write down 20 fire emojis. Let me write down with this. 20 fire emojis, and then I share the screen and show you guys exactly this thing that's going to change every other thing for you. You guys need to give me fire. I like fire emoji. Trust me, I love fire emoji. Don't mind me. I just love the fire emoji. Oh, there's a lot of fire emoji. There's a lot of fire. Throw that fire, throw that. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. All right. Let's do it. You guys asked for it. There's no turning back now. Now I'm sharing my full screen and I'm going to set up the ultimate autopilot cash out sales system for any business. It's as simple as anything. Trust me, let me tell you guys, marketing is not complex. We are the ones that make it complex now. There is nothing complex about marketing. It's just a simple process. And everything you know and have been hearing about marketing, sales, is just so simple. And I don't want you to forget it. I will show you the 3-step process, and then I will show you how to automate these processes. And because I don't have a lot of time, I'm just going to keep to the time that I've been given. I'm going to walk us through the entire process. All right? Ready? Let's do it. Let's do it. So in marketing, please pay close attention now. In marketing, there are exactly 3 steps to automating your sales process. This is the ultimate cash out sales system on autopilot. But you need to recognize these 3 pillars that guide it. 3 core pillars. Number 1 pillar. Let's do it. Let's do it. My marker is good. We have pillar 1. I don't know why my hand is bending, right? We have pillar 2, and then we have the pillar 3. I'm going to explain it for you in detail, so follow me through carefully. These 3 pillars are the entirety of everything called sales and marketing that you probably be hearing and you will ever hear, even in your future to come. Is these 3 things. And when we identify these 3 things, I'll show you how the entire system works and how you can automate it for your business. Number 1, very simple, very simple. Generate. Number 2, nurture. Number 3, close. Now, follow me closely. I will explain the entire system for you. Then I'll show you how we're going to automate it inside, in between. Right? So follow me carefully. I'm going to rush. I'm going to start rushing very fast now. So you have to give me your full attention. Remove every distraction and lock in. Number 1 is generate. Number 2 is nurture. Number 3 is close. This guy moves this guy to this space. This guy moves this guy to this space. And the amazing thing is, this is the point where we make money. This is our money bag. This guy here. So when we get them to the closing part, this is where we make money. So let me explain it in a literal term to something you probably have heard before. We generate leads, we nurture these leads, and we close these leads. Is it becoming familiar to you right now? This is the entirety of automation. Everything, once you see these 3 pillars, it helps you to actually plan the entire automation system. So when we talk of generating, are you guys with me? If you're with me, type I'm with you in the comment section. Maybe sure that you guys are still with me in spirit and in truth. Type I'm with you in the comment section. I'm looking at the comment section. Now, the thing about this is that once you identify the generating of leads first, the first part, and you identify the nurturing of leads, also you guys are with me, and then the closing of leads, then you can now automate the process. Why do we even talk of automation? It's because naturally, you cannot wake up every morning and sit down on your phone and attend to all of the leads you are going to generate for your business. Now, no matter the product you are running, e-commerce, real estate, whatever model, I'm going to give raw examples this night for you people and how you're going to pick out this raw setup and apply for your business. So follow me all through. I'm going to ask myself the first question. The first question you have to answer for yourself is, how are my customers going to come into my system? This is your entire system, this guy here. The generation of leads can now be in different forms. Form number 1 will come from content. So they say make video content on your social media, write articles on your blog. I saw a blogger in this call. I saw real estate person in this call. You are making content on your YouTube about the properties you are selling. For e-commerce businesses, you are making content, videos explaining the product you are selling. That's the content. You go on TikTok, you make the content. You go on Instagram, on different social media platforms, make the content. For bloggers, you have a niche you're focusing on, and you're writing articles and stories about that industry. That is your contact point. So we have in generation of lead, we have a content system, which is where, for lack of better words, we call it the contact phase. The contact phase is the intersection between where people don't know about you, get to interface with something that looks like your product. Your lead generation part, this content is not the product. The product is not the video, is not the picture, is not the flyer that has the information of your product. It's just the contact point. But let's talk about content. I mean, my call today is not to teach you content in detail. I'm showing, laying the foundation to help you understand the automation part. It's just a foundation I'm laying, okay? So when we talk about content, how do we use this content to automate the system? Let me focus extensively on the systematic automation. I don't want to focus on the things you have to do to get the leads, right? That's not my focus today. We'll talk about leads subsequently. I'll tell you guys how to get into this. There's something amazing with the DABA community has for you guys that we're going to talk about shortly this night. I don't know, Ms. Ronald, if I should talk about it now. You can give me affirmation in my WhatsApp. Let me know. Now, in that, I'll get back to that. But the content system is an extensive part where you learn and master how to generate leads, quality leads from your content, kind of videos you make, and how they're going to come in, how these are going to come into it and drive a lot of. I can hear my voice back somewhere. Someone. I can hear my voice. Since somebody's unmuted, so you can mute the person. I can hear myself. Now, that's point number one. Point number two is, in this part, aside the content system, which is like a contact point for us, the bigger question we have to answer here is, how can everybody who indicates interest in our product, how can they interface carefully with our system? How don't we lose these people? So, for example, have you ever wondered making an Instagram post and you're like, if you are interested in this, comment XYZ and I'll send you a DM? Have you ever heard something like, if you're interested in this, send this keyword to this phone number on WhatsApp? I'll show you guys an example. Today I'm going to show you guys. Every time I'm going to show you on this paper, I'm going to demonstrate it for you and you see it work like magic. Watch this. Now, what we do in automation is, anybody that interacts with our content system, we have to move them to a place where we can get their name, their phone number, if possible, their email, or their social media handle. Now, what is the goal of this? The goal of this is that your customers, your prospects are all over the internet, but we have to pull them into a system. Before, we would naturally start asking them, hey, please send me your phone number, let me text you. That was old school. But as an automation expert, every time what we do is, how can we not repeat a process 2 times? That's what automation teaches you. This is my industry for the past almost a decade now. I've been in this game. It's always, how do we get people not to do the same thing over and over again as a business owner? We want people to come into our funnel. We want people to come in so that we can nurture them and push them to buy a product. So we create things like opt-in forms on our website for those who have blogs. On our landing pages, we call it the opt-in landing page. But for imagine people like the real estate business owners, somebody that is a solar business owner, the people into energy. How can we collect people's information without even setting up a form somewhere and say, hey, give me your email. Hey, give me your phone number. Hey, I want to send you the details in your DM. Hey, talk plenty talk. It's simple. The new strategy people are using, I'm really avoiding to teaching, going deep into marketing and sales on this call. I just want to focus on automation because, I mean, marketing is always exciting for me. Is what people now do is they will tell you, send a keyword. Have you ever seen somebody say on Instagram, type this keyword in the comment section, I will send you a DM? Or they will say, send this keyword to this number on WhatsApp. They put their number. I say, send this keyword to the number on WhatsApp, and then we'll follow up on that. Do you know what happens behind the scene? There are softwares and tools that have been built to take the information of that customer whenever they drop that keyword. For example, I'll show you some tools. There are tools like Celso. Oops, I think this guy should set up my avatar back. There are tools like Celso. You guys can still hear me. Where you will get to, when you type a keyword, it naturally takes the customer's phone number, take their name, save it for you, and add them into a nurturing system. Now, what is the nurturing system? Let's come back to this. Follow me carefully. The nurturing system is the part of your systematic flow where you qualify your audience, and you don't do this thing one by one, because good example, a real estate, an energy company that's a solar business yesterday reached out to me on Twitter, from Twitter. They said they made a post on Twitter and they had 100 people send them DM. They don't know what to do with it. I just smiled. I called them. I said, okay, this is what we're going to do. We created a system. I said, anybody that comments, sends you a DM on this is the link we need to just send to them. Send them this link. Once they click on this link, they don't need to fill a form, because people are tired of filling forms. The system captures their phone number, captures their name, and saves it for them, and prepares them for a call consultation where you're going to close them. So their sales rep now focuses on anybody that comes in. They call the person, hello, you contacted us and this is what you want, and they close the person. This is day before yesterday, rather. Between day before yesterday and today, they have started closing multiple sales from Twitter. Because of what? Automation. So their sales rep just pick up the call to close a deal, to close a deal, to close a deal, to close a deal. Because there is a system that allows people to comment with keywords or click a simple link, and then it takes their information, which is their phone number, their name, email, or whatever information that can help us close them, and saves it automatically. Okay? And get them to buy your product. Are you guys still with me? Let me know if you guys are still with me. Let me know if you guys are still. So my assignment in the next 10 minutes, hold on. My assignment is in the next 10 minutes is to show you exactly how to. Let me see you guys in the comment section. To show you exactly how to, give me a minute. Show you exactly how to automate this process. Guys, give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. I need to get something off for you guys. Are you guys getting value at all? Sorry, I had to take a quick exit. Are you guys getting value at all? Let me know in the comment section, yes or no. Learning something or not learning something, yes or no? Learning something, yes or no? Let's go to the comment section. Awesome, 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 awesome. Now, I will show you guys. You guys are all beautiful. You guys are learning something. Let me share back my screen. That means you guys are ready for this next part. I will wrap up shortly, but I want to show you something you can take home this night and run with. Okay? Something you can take home this night and run with. Okay? Now we move them, collect their information. Tools like Celso, there are a lot of tools now. You can do that. And then move them to a nurturing system. In the nurturing system, you have one assignment. The assignment you have with nurturing system, let me get my face off. It's like people like seeing my face. Let's focus on the screen first. Nurturing system is you create a messaging sequence. This is how you don't lose customers. Right now, that's what I do. There's an offer we did last week. I'll show you guys all of the fun and very soon. All this I'm saying, I will still show you. You had they call it autoresponder. I'm not going to assume you guys know this, so I'm going to still break it down. Autoresponder. Autoresponder is a sequence of messages you send to your prospects once they enter into your funnel. Remember the funnel I showed you here? We'll change the color of this marker. They come in through the lead generation, they go into nurturing, and they get into closing. So when they come in as leads, you generate these leads. The next thing is there has to be a system to qualify. Look at the word here, qualify these people for your products. They have to be qualified. And in qualification, as a marketer you are right now, is that you have to have images piped to follow through that customer. So I'm going to give you a typical example. I've trained a lot of realtors in the past 1 year, spoken a lot of real estate companies and real estate big events. The last real estate event I spoke was about close to 2,500 participants. And I can tell you for fact, for realtors, I see a lot of real estate people in the call today. When I did that quick survey, you will discover that when people generate leads, you are running ads for a property, you're running ads for your service. For those who are running service, you're doing content distribution for your service. The biggest problem that most people have why they don't close sales is because they don't have an automated system that gets the information of their leads and put them on spot on a systematic flow to get them ready to buy. If I analyze your business now and why you're not making a lot of sales, it's always going to be around this. So usually as a marketer, you're looking at 5 to 7 message sequence to qualify these people to buy your product, your ultimate product. I'm talking about those are products. Your ultimate product to buy it. Now, this is relatively a little bit for people into e-commerce. There is a little tweak to it. But I'm going to end up by showing you guys a live demo of how I'm just going to show you one tool. A lot of tools you can use to attempt how you can achieve all of this in this program this time. But I want to ask you guys a quick question. Let me do a quick survey before I show you guys this part. Let's do a quick survey. I want to see the reactions in the comment section, and let's do this survey together. Quick survey. Would you want, or some of you guys are saying something, would you want to have a handheld phase process where we get to hold you by the hand and show you how to build out your automated system, craft it on documents, show you how to set it up, and you watch it bring in sales for you? Is that what you want? If I give you the offer, come and figure it out yourself. If you want it, type which emoji should we use? Type I want it. Type I want it so that I know people are responding to this. I want it. Type I want it. Imagine where you don't have to now go home and figure it out alone by yourself. I mean, if I'm going to teach you guys on this call for the next 2 hours, we might not be able to wrap it up. I told you I just came back from a 9-hour session just today. Started talking since morning, 9 hours. I was teaching business leaders, CEOs, and marketing leads in companies how to build marketing system for themselves. Yeah. So imagine a system where you are going to be handheld one by one. And then you take your products, your business, you create, and you see how I mapped this entire thing right now. You map it, and then you build it out for your business, and then drive sales. Do you get it? If you want it, type I want it. Now it's only for those who want to who want to move their sales revenue to the next level. If you don't want it, type I don't want it. All right. Now, I've been able to show you, okay, I'm saying a lot of I want it. I've been able to show you the systematic flow. Now I want to show you a practical example quickly. Quick practical example, in and out. Let's do this. I'm going to share my screen right now, but hold on. I want to show you just one. I don't want to show you plenty, just one, so that you can hold something this night. Let me show you a quick example. Should I show you a demo? Do you guys want this demo? Yes or no? Type demo if you want the demo. If you don't want demo, type no demo. You want the demo? Type yes demo. Type demo. I want to show you guys real quick. Awesome. You guys want the demo. Let's do a quick demo. I'm going to just do a very simple sample something. I wish I had a lot of time. Like I told you, I've been speaking for the past 9 hours. So I kind of even tired, But let me show you guys a quick demo. Yeah. Let me show you guys a quick demo. Okay. Demo. Let's do a quick demo. Now I'm going to share my screen. I want to show you guys something beautiful. Let me share my screen. Good. Now my screen right now, I'm showing you guys a platform called Celso. Now this is for smarties. If you're a smart person, you pay attention now because this is where the whole magic happens. Okay, this is a platform called Celso. Celso is one of the marketing automation softwares that you can use to automate almost every part of your business right now. Now, how does it work? Remember that thing I told you, generate, nurture, close. Remember that part? Generate, nurture, close. Now, the generate, nurture, close means that if I have a lead coming in, let me show you. The first thing first, this is a quick live demo. I want you to visualize this. Let me zoom in a little bit more. Visualize this. On my sidebar, you see lead generation. Here you see automation. You can say it. What does that tell you? I can manage my leads. I can automate it also. Let's look at lead generation. Just quick sample. I just want to do in and out, in demo for you. There are powerful tools out there. The reason why you are probably not using these tools is that you don't know about it. Celso is a killer tool. Highly recommended for everybody on this call. Now let's come here. What it means is that I can come here and create a list. In this my Celso account, I have multiple Celso accounts. You can see that I've generated 25,000 leads already on this account. You can see 25K right here. So it means that I've generated, and these are quality leads, so it's not dirty leads. Yama leads is quality leads, right? You click on lead generation, you see your leads. I want to track leads coming in from Facebook. I want to track leads coming in from Twitter, from this particular ad campaign. So I'm running an ad campaign and I want to name it a particular thing. I can name it, I can call it, let me call this, we're on this call, so let me call this call wealth creation lists. Wealth creation lists by DABA. Okay. I put a description. Description really doesn't matter. Anything I call it is what to answer. Right? And I say create a list. It creates my list. What does this list do for me? It helps me categorize and section the leads that I'm generating. So I've created my leads. Now, if I don't have a website, I can create, if I have a website or I don't have, watch this, I can create a form. A form is a page where people can actually come in and fill their information for those who want to use form. You want to send them from your Facebook ad, your Facebook content, and say, hey, click this link to join my community. Click this link to join the group. Click this link to join the program. Click this link to take this offer. Click this, you want to collect the information. Click this link to book an inspection. Click whatever. Click this link to get a quotation for the solar system you need for your facility. Whatever it is, you create a form. This is for those who want to create a form. You can collect their email, their phone number, their WhatsApp number. You can even add more fields. Click on sales form, add address, add any other field and call it whatever you want to call it. You do it on the form section. On the page builder, for those who don't have websites, you want to build a simple landing page in and out, that you can use to collect this. You come here, click on create DFY page, and then you create your DFY page. Do it quickly in and out. Simple. or from this two part that is interesting, the automation part. The automation part has 3 core automation: email marketing, WhatsApp market, and bulk SMS market. Now, I want to only show you the WhatsApp because there's no time. I just want to show you all of this things so that you see the possibilities. Now, on WhatsApp, this is how it works now, how businesses do it. If I want to track people now and collect their information, I don't need to tell them to fill a form self. I can just say, click on this link or send us this keyword on WhatsApp, and then the whole magic happens. This is how we do it. This is the secret that people don't know. This is the tool and the strategy. This is where we do it. We come on WhatsApp marketing, and under chatbot, you click on create chatbot. Watch what I'm doing now. And let me call this chatbot, let me just call it a random name. Let's say the name is wealth creation. Okay, for example, I copy it and I say anybody that sends this keyword to me on WhatsApp, do the magic. And I said the keyword is, let's say, next level. All right, for those who want to go next level with me. And I say the prompt, if it contains this keyword, next level, first thing I want it to do for me, add this contact to a list. I turn on this and I select the list. Remember that word creation list we created? Look at it here. I select it, add it to that list. So what will happen is someone types that keyword. Follow me carefully now. And automatically, it takes their name, it takes their WhatsApp number, and asks them to this list automatically to save it. They don't need to fill any form. Power of automation. But that's not all. Let's say I want anybody that send me this message, I want to add them to a WhatsApp group. Imagine that. I want to add them to a WhatsApp group. And I say, turn on this. Anybody that sends next level, let's send them to a private WhatsApp group where we want to train these people. And I come here and I click on add. These are WhatsApp groups, yeah, on the phone number that is connected. I say, add them to the 1K money digital product WhatsApp. You should add them here. And then I can now say, reply them with this message still. So you see, immediately the person just types next level. The software takes their name, takes their phone number, saves it for me in this list, add them to a WhatsApp group, and still replies them with a message. This is the most craziest thing ever. Imagine you doing this manually for 10 people, doing it for 20 people, doing it for 30 people, doing it for 40 people, doing it for 50 people. But the system does it automatically for you. This is not even all. Just follow me carefully. I'm just sharing. And I say, reply them this message, say hello, and call their name. Call their name. Thank you. I'm typing a sample message. Thank you for joining or requesting to join, blah, 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 whatever I want to type. There's no time to really speak out the English, right? And then I can even add an image. I click on this guy, I say, upload an image. I can select an image on my desktop. You guys can see this part. And then I upload it. He adds the image and sends to them. Can even say, let's add a delay of 10 seconds. 10 seconds delay. All right. We add the 10 seconds delay and click on create. So the person sends the message. He waits for 10 seconds, replies them, and then adds them to the group automatically. Guys, what do you think about this in the comment section? Is it good or not good? Drop a fire emoji if it is good. Not good, drop a devil's face. Let me know in the comment section. This is simple with the software. So what it does, it saves me time. If I have an offer, I create this and I say, hey, type this keyword on this one to sleep. Type this number on the WhatsApp number and I go to sleep. As simple as that. Good or not good? Let me know in the comment section. A powerful lifesaver. A powerful life, okay?
Chukwueze, please kindly unmute him. I think he's muted.
Okay.
Or so Joshua. Yeah.
Can you-
Yes, we can hear you now.
Awesome. Let's go to autoresponder. If I now click on autoresponder, see what's going to happen now. I would say, if I add these people to the WhatsApp group, and then send them an automated message when they send me that keyword, I want to just send them subtle follow-up messages because you already know you're going to send them something. Let me send them subtle messages in the background, in their private DM. Remember, I'm just only on WhatsApp. I'm not going to email markets. I'm not even going to work SMS. This same applies for the booth. I want to send them a subtle message on the background that will prepare them. And I want to send a 7-day sequence. Immediately, they enter my DM. So I come here and click on create autoresponder. We're going to call this autoresponder again, wealth creation by DABA. Okay. And I copy it, description, I can just put anything there. And then select that list. Remember that wealth creation list by DABA. Remember, it's good. I click on create. Now I create this guy, as simple as this thing is. And I now begin to add my threads. Your threads here are step-by-step sequence of messages that will go out to these people in their DM. So thread 1, let's click on thread 1. And I call it DABA 1 message. Whatever I want to call it, doesn't matter anyway. It's just a title for you. But this is when I type the message. And I'll be like, hello. And I call out the person's name again. Hello, Joshua. And I will now type, welcome to blah, 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 blah. Anything I want to type, anything I want to type it. Today is not the time to teach you how to write all of the messaging. But now I say, because I already know that my chatbot will respond them immediately, they send me a message. So I don't want to send them a response immediately. I'll say send it after a delay. You can send it after like maybe 20 hours or 2 hours. If I want to send it in minutes, I can say 0.5 hours. That's about 20 minutes or that's about 30 minutes. 0.5 hours is 30 minutes. All right. So 0.2 is about 10 minutes. I can put days and I say create. It creates. This is message 1. Follow me. I can say add another message and send this message after 2 days. In their DM, this message are going to this one I'm setting up, it goes straight to their DM. But they've already joined our group. But there's this message that goes to their DM. Tell me if I do this and create 7 days message down the line, and it sends to them, and they're in a WhatsApp group. Tell me why they will not buy, especially for those that are selling digital products. Tell me why they will not buy your product. They will buy because the system is already tracking them. Oh God! Imagine now, I didn't just do WhatsApp and now add email. The same thing happens in their email. Email to responder. They are now receiving emails. Think about it just for a minute. Think about it. What is going to really happen? These people will buy from you. And then you just set up. You see, I'm doing this in the past 20-25 minutes, and I'm even slow because I'm on a call with 2 people. But let's say you have everything done. It probably take you like 2 hours max. You set it up, you go to sleep, or you don't need to send traffic. You post make a post on social media, traffic sends, and you go to sleep, and everything begins to work automatically, and then you're waiting to make your money. Okay. So right now on this call, everybody on this call, tell me in 1 sentence, do you like this? Do you like it or you don't like it? Do you like it or you don't like it? Tell me yes or no in the comment section. Say, I love it. Some people are saying, I love it. So this is the power of automation. The power of automation. Power of automation, guys. The power of automation. And my goal this night is to show you this. Now, but this is the interesting thing. I want you guys to understand this. I want you guys to apply this. I want you guys to use it. Meanwhile, you guys can go and check out Salesforce. Quickly create your account on Salesforce and get started with this. If you are a smart person like me, of course, you guys are smart people who says to create an account and start doing this. But the most important thing is that DABA, the entire team of DABA come on this call in 1 hour and help all of you in real time. I cannot. Because, again, 1 hour, 2 hours can't do justice to this. Especially for the fact that we are talking about different businesses on this call. We have e-commerce, we have real estate, we have this, we have different kind of business on this call. So they said, okay, this is what we're going to do. We are going to bring Joshua, we're going to bring Bruno spoke earlier on, and we're going to bring an accountability person. That's Miss Ronald on the call. And they said, okay, Miss Ronald is going to make sure that whatever Joshua and Bruno is going to share and help you guys do it. So it's like an accountability manager. So you'll be like, hey, you know that time in school when it's time for, if you went to a boarding school, I didn't go to a boarding school, however, I'm telling stories. Went to a boarding school, when it's time for refectory, they will ring the bell. They wake you up. It's time for refectory. It's time for you to go and eat. It's time for you to go for client class. It's time for this. They will ring the bell. You know that kind of thing. So even if you are tired, you don't want to go to take your breakfast or lunch, the bell and the way your seniors will pursue you, everybody will just go. You just stand up and just drag your feet and go. That's Miss Rona's job. She's going to make sure that even if you are tired, any day you come back from work and like, I don't want to set up my phone here today. I don't want to set up my automation system. I don't want to write this copy today. I'm tired. She will flog you and she will not flog you, but she will push you and make sure that you get it done. That's what Miss Rona is going to do. Now, aside that, I myself, Ronald, and an amazing other people are going to stand side by side with you throughout to help you get started with this. But the thing is that we figured out that many people who would want to be part of this movement, this is not a course. Nobody's selling you any course here. We're not selling you a course. We're not saying, hey, come on, buy a course. No, that's rubbish. In fact, I personally don't think that course is what you need. I'm sure you guys know. I'm sure you guys know that you don't need courses. What you need is somebody that will wake up early in the morning and tell you, Oga, stand up. This is what you are going to write today. You can write it. Go to Salesforce, create the autoresponder for your WhatsApp today. This is the template to use and do it. You go and do it. And you come back and say, okay, I've done it. You can check it. Okay, did this guy do it? He didn't do it correctly or he didn't do it correctly. Courses are tiring. Some of you that bought courses, how many of the courses have you finished? Tell me, all of you in the comment section, tell me, how many of the courses that you have bought, how many have you finished? You just watch 5 videos, you leave it and run away. We know that drill, yeah? So nobody's telling you courses again. Me itself, I don't have time to sell you a course. DABA said, let's leave the course. Let's focus on what works. Let's get you something that will get you started. So in the next 3 days, you're in a WhatsApp group. Everybody on this call, you were added to a WhatsApp group. In the next 3 days, that WhatsApp group will be locked permanently. What it means that nobody will enter that group ever again. To be locked down. Nobody goes in. Unless you want to run outside. The only reason why you run outside is that you're a lazy person. If you're a lazy person, you leave the group. Because if you're not lazy, you stay inside that group. Because Miss Rona, you'll be seeing her face every day, even in your dream, telling you, wake up, go and do that task. Wake up, go and do that task, you know. So in the next 3 days, that group will be locked permanently and we will only sit in with the people in the group. Nobody's coming in again. Unless you want to run. If you get tired and feel like, this thing they're telling me is too much, I want to run away, then we'll leave you to run away. So, but in the next 3 days, you have the opportunity to get anybody you want to get inside that group to join the group. Today is Friday, right? So we have Saturday, we have Sunday, we have Monday, right? Miss Ronan, I'm correct, right? And the group will be locked, right? Just not if I'm correct. And we'll lock the group. Good. So Saturday, today is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, the group is locked and nobody comes in again. What we are going to do is I'm going to help you take that your product. For me, my job, I'm going to help you automate it. Bruno is going to help you set up your closing system to close deals, right? For those who are into freelancing, landing clients, Ronald is going to take care of that for you. Get you how to close these clients and get these deals in and out. The goal is in the month of March, we're going to help you make more money for your business. How many of you like that? If you like that, type yes, I love it. Type yes, I love it in the comment section. Type yes. If you don't like it, tell me now so that we'll begin to remove you from the group quick. We don't even want crowd. The fewer we are, the better. We want people that are ready to move to the next level. Straight up. If you love it, type yes, 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 yes. Oh, you guys are beautiful. I love it. Good. Now, because that's what we want for you and for your business. No time wasting. If you're in this call and you want to waste your own time, you can just be going home fast. We don't want you. We don't want people that want to waste time. We too, we don't want to waste your time. So we're going to do that for you in the month of March. Beautiful. So what every business is taking care of, all forms of business, generating. So what I showed you now, generate leads, nurture leads, and close leads. In fact, I don't want to say this on this call, but I handle let me just say, I handle this marketing automation business flow for a lot of high-end business. There are companies, if I call their name, and you'll be like, oh, I'm the one behind it. So I go to their business, no matter the product you run, no matter the business you run, you take up what you are doing and automate it for you. I've done it for a solar company. I've done it for a real estate company. I've done it for a service company, an agency business. I have done it for digital creators, for people that have community coaches, digital products. I've done it for e-commerce businesses. So that's my thing, right? Just leave it for me. But what you need to note is that we're going to walk you through it all through in the month of March, right? Back to back, tasks to do every single day and all that. So if you want to be part of it, the only requirement, stay in the group. In the next 3 days, send out the link. Miss Ronald will provide you the link. If you have your friends, even your enemies, allow your enemies to join so that they'll make money and not disturb you when you're enjoying your own money. So send it to everybody you want to join, share with them, and then join in. Once they join in, 3 days from today, the group is locked, permanently locked. And then we'll focus on the people inside the group. If I were you, I will go and pin this group on your WhatsApp. I'll pin it at the top so I'll be seeing it. If they drop any message, you check it so that you don't miss out anything. And Miss Ronald will be sharing information on how we are going to walk through this entire process in the month of March. Are you with me? She will share step by step what you need to know, get things to get ready with, and plan the entire experience. Okay? So by all means possible, don't miss it. Okay? All right. I'm going to take your questions, and that will be it. Nothing else. Chicken, as simple as that. You guys should be showing some love for DABA. DABA brought me here. Probably paid for my flight from where I was, and brought me and say, hey, bro, come back home from your event and come and speak. And here am I. I would have probably been sleeping and drinking one chill drink like that and, chilling in the poolside. But they said, come, and I'm here. So I think you guys should really thank Mr. Chrisani, thank Miss Rona, thank DABA for putting this together. Thank DABA for putting this together. Ask me any question, and I'll wrap it up. Yeah. If you finish, if after this session, go on Facebook and Twitter and go and tag Mr. Chrisani and DABA and tell them thank you, because what they just did for you people is priceless. Honestly, it's priceless. Every business is going to be taken care of. It doesn't matter your industry. As far as you have a product you are selling, somebody's asked what of MLM business. It doesn't matter the product you are selling. Every business is taken care of. Every business is taken care of. Somebody said, my question is, how can you do marketing on Facebook and Google using DABA? That's why we are here. Make sure you're part of this thing we are doing next month. Me, I will just, you see my face now. I'll show. Bruno is there. Mr. Chris will be around also. Miss Ronan is there. Ronan will deflog people who you must cooperate. You must cooperate, right? Right. So yeah, that's it. Just come in, be part of it. That's it. Any other question? Thank you. Yeah, you guys should go on Twitter and tag DABA and Mr. Chris. Please thank him before you change his mind and be like, people are not thanking me. Let's not do it again. Go and thank him. With this platform, do we still need? No, you don't need. If you're going to be using Salesforce, with Salesforce, you don't need any other platform. You don't need MailChimp. You don't need that way, but you don't need all those things. You don't need those things. You don't need them. With Salesforce, you can do your email, you can do your work SMS, you can do your WhatsApp. I didn't get time to show you email. In fact, there are other things you can do inside. There was no time for me to begin to show you guys all of that. In fact, I'm going to show you by next month. After that, tomorrow is next month. When we start this, you will see how, for those who do call bookings, I'll show you how to use that sales to manage call bookings, manage clients that you're going to confront and all that. Just go to the website on sales, www.sales.com, get your account up. All the information you need is on the website. Just go to saleso.com. Saleso is S-E-R. Let me come and type it. This one, people are typing what I don't know. Any more question? Thank you, Sir Joshua. Oh, thank you. I don't know your name. I would have hugged you right now. This is the person that's thanking you. Thank you, Sir Joshua. Your teaching is fine. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm even stressed. I try to teach. Don't worry. When this program starts, I'll be on my fresh mood. Probably I've eaten very well, and maybe Mr. Chris have also, flown me to Dubai to go and chill. By then, you see energy. Judy, thank you very much. Judy, thank you very much. I appreciate the feedback. Any other question? Oh, thank you. Everybody's not thanking me. You should thank Mr. Chris first. I'm the one in your DM. Someone is in my DM. Please, who is in my DM? All right. Thank you very much, guys. I think that's all. Everybody did. All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Joshua. Today, my notes are full. I don't even know between you and Mr. Bruno, where are we supposed to start from? But somehow, God will help us. So you have done justice to what we're going to be doing moving forward. I see that some of you want to leave already. You will not get some instructions that are going to be coming. Just like Joshua has said, it is important that you stay in the group for the next 3 days. We're going to be showing you a test or a tip of what you're going to be experiencing with us in the month of March. Now, part of our survey that we did that this last week or last month clearly showed that a lot of people were having issues with implementation, accountability, and guidance. So what we're going to do is all of this information that has been taken, that has been given from Bruno, from Sir Joshua, we're going to take everything, I'm going to tailor it down to actionable steps that you're going to implement every day, okay? For the next 30 days, that one is going to be the premium service they're going to offer to you. However, in the next 3 days, we'll just give you a glimpse of what you're going to be expecting to see in that 30 days. So please stay active. Again, for those that are asking for the replay of the class, only those who are active in that class are going to get the replay link, because most people just collect link and you don't even do anything with it. So we would give those who we see that are actively participating in that group, you will get a replay link. But then again, we will try to also provide short notes that have happened from this class, so you can have something to revise with, because some of you will not go back to watch this. We know our people, we know ourselves. So there's no need to stress you. We are trying to make this as easy as possible. We're trying to cut out every distraction, every excuse you will have not to implement. So we will try to provide notes to recap of everything that has been taught, and then you will see certain guidelines and instructions and what to do in the next 3 days. By the 3rd of March, we're going to have that premium class, that premium group, where we will actually hold your hand for the next 30 days. And in that group, you're going to have Joshua and Bruno, Chris, myself in the group, and that is going to be a very intensive session. Is very, very intensive. So this is not about, just like it's not about buying course. It's not about saying, oh, I've come to this one. Is learning plus implementation plus accountability. We're putting these 3 powerful tools together so that you can actually have tangible results. Have results, guys. We don't want you to just talk and do. We want you to have results. So that is our goal with this month's webinar. So please stay on the group, and we will dish out every other information, the cost you're asking for it, the course duration, every other thing you need will be dished out, will be sent on that group. Please just stay on the group. Any question you have, the group will also be open for questions. But like he said, we're going to lock that group, and then we'll move forward from there. So I don't know if you have any question for me or DABA, but this has been a very impactful time, and I'm happy for everyone who was able to join us. I hope you learned something. Oh, I hope this was not just a repetitive session or just another webinar you came and marked register. Please let us know if you learned something. Drop your key highlight, the high points for you. Let us know if you learned something, if you're taking home something today, if there's a light bulb, you had something different. We would like to know. Thank you so much, everybody. Where are your comments? I'm not seeing them. So unfortunately, Chris couldn't come up this night, but you will definitely see him more in the group this week. just look out for him in the group. Okay, so without so much, I think that we've come to the end of today's session. So we'll see you guys this week. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much, everyone who joined the call. And have a fantastic month of March. See you guys. Bye. Thank you. Thank you, Dami. Thank you, Maureen. Thank you, Spencer. I'm seeing all of you. Thank you so much. Thank you once again. Don't forget, you can give us a tweet on Twitter. You can give us a comment on Facebook, Instagram. Just leave your reviews. We would love to see, we love to hear from you. It would really do us a lot of encouragement to continue bringing these free webinars, because trust me, it's free for you. It's not free for us, but it's a sacrifice we're willing to pay any day, anytime, because the satisfaction of seeing Nigerians and business owners doing better is enough. It's a huge boost to what we believe, is a boost to our core values. So please remember to leave a review. We will be glad to see it. Thank you so much, Mike. Thank you, Titi. Thank you, Lawal. Thank you, Yoel. I don't know if I got it. Thank you, Chidera. Thank you, Desire. I see you. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we'll see you guys. Please stay active on the group. Don't go mute. When you see me drop these things, it's important that you are able to pick up and do as I say. Unless if you don't like money. If you don't like money, then I don't think you should be in business. If you know, and if you know that, if you know very well that most accountability groups online ask you to pay money. It's not free. It's not free, and it's not cheap either. You pay for accountability because people understand how important that thing is to business owners. You join accountability. Some of you join groups that allows you to stay active in creating content. Those things are not free. And we're saying that we're putting all these things together for you. We're going to teach you and then give you that guidance, that hand-holding, that push that you need to deliver, you know. And we're putting so many things into consideration. So please don't miss it. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. Thank you so much once again. And I think that we will just call it a night. Happy new month in advance. See you guys. Have a fantastic night rest. Bye and good night.